Alright, so, with my, well, technically my last video on the Batman Arkham series, so the ending cutscene and, like, the whole entire ending scene and stuff like that was, again, it was, I don't know why PS4 keeps on doing this, but it was, like, I wasn't able to record it at all, it was blocked. So, I'm gonna try and do my best again to explain what happened. So basically, where we left off was, I mean, where we left off when the screen went blue and stuff like that in part 11 was, so we went to the, like, truck depot where Scarecrow asked us to go. So we surrendered our belt, our everything. We got in the truck. Alfred calls and says that there's someone tracking Batman's position, and then Batman says, "I knew he would." And then the car crashes, air quotes. So the car crashes. You end up in Crime Alley. For those of you who don't know, Crime Alley is where Batman's parents died. So you try and open a couple doors, they're locked. You turn around and there's Batman's parents murdered on the ground of Crime Alley. So then Joker starts talking to you, and then you, of course, Joker being dead from the previous games, he's just a hallucination. But then you start fighting. This is trying to represent like the Joker and Batman fighting for control of Batman's body, of course. And so you eventually, again, air quotes, kill the Joker, and then Joker says that he's won. He says like, I made you finally snap. So, except while he's saying that, it's like a transition back to the truck, so the truck didn't actually crash. At the beginning of the game, it's the Batmobile driving through Gotham, and then it goes to the asylum, Arkham Asylum, but instead it's the truck that Batman's in, and it's like the same angle and everything. It's really cool. So you get to Arkham Asylum, Scarecrow opens the truck, you get tied into like a medical bed thing. So of course, as we know, Jim and Robin were captured. Anyway, so what happens? You realize that Scarecrow's recording, like, what's happening here, and then Scarecrow asks Jim Gordon, or Commissioner Gordon, to take off Batman's mask, except he refuses the first time. So then Scarecrow shoots Robin in the chest. He says, "Do as I say, or the next shot will kill him." So Commissioner Gordon goes over to Batman, takes off his cowl, and then the public, because it's all live and stuff, like the news has it, like everybody's watching. So Commissioner Gordon takes off the cowl, and of course, all the people notice that he's Bruce Wayne, and everybody's shocked by this. Scarecrow doesn't care, because all he wants is for Batman to be afraid and like to crush him. So there's this. So then you go into the gameplay of Joker. It's kind of like a transition. So we see Jokers in the bed, and we see like some of the villains from Batman's Rogues Gallery. I think it was Killer Croc, Penguin, Two-Face, Riddler, and I think that was it. And they're in this room, and there's like 100 guys with guns, and they're like all pointing at Joker. And then so they're like talking, and like all of the villains are talking, and they're like, we should put him out of his misery. He killed 50 of our men. Let's just kill him. Except Joker wakes up and he says, "I've had one hell of a time tracking you," and then Penguin goes, "Tracking us down, we caught you," and then Joker goes, "Croc, old boy, you might want to duck." Of course, that's being Killer Croc, and then this Batmobile, except it's altered, kind of like Joker Mobile. It's actually a showcase that you can see in game. So it like demolishes Killer Croc, like Killer Croc's out. Then you see all the villains scatter and Joker climb into the Joker Mobile. So instead of just like, you know, making people unconscious with like the regular Batmobile, Joker's Batmobile like actually shoots live rounds, has an actual cannon and stuff. So you kill all of the henchmen and stuff. Then Joker hops out of the Joker Mobile, has a shotgun, hunts down Penguin, the Riddler, Two-Face, and yeah, kills them. And then we see Joker kick open a door, and as you can see Gotham, like the Gotham City skyline, and it's like all on fire and stuff, and then there's just Joker there, and so it cuts back to like the Arkham Asylum, and Scarecrow's saying a bunch of stuff like and yeah, alright, then Scarecrow injects Batman with the fear toxin, and then it cuts back to the Joker. So Joker says, "Bats, are you still there?" And then you kind of go into this really creepy, ominous like place. It's all made of stone. There's like statues everywhere, and it's really dark. And the first thing that you see is a photo of Batman carrying Joker's dead body. Of course, I am planning to do a playthrough slash walkthrough through all the other games. I just started with Arkham Knight because I don't have Arkham Origins on my PS4 or Batman Return to Arkham, which has Arkham Asylum and Arkham City on it. So planning to do a playthrough with that, but in Arkham City, so Joker dies in Arkham City. I'm not gonna spoil it how, but yeah, that happens. So you see a painting of that. So you wander through, and basically Batman's trying to send a message to the Joker that nobody cares that he died and he's being forgotten and stuff like that. So you go into this, not really cemetery, but it's really ominous and there's fog everywhere, and Batman statues, one Batman statue's in the middle. You shoot it down with your shotgun as the Joker, except it's kind of like, if any of you have seen Doctor Who, it's kind of like Weeping Angels, the Batman statues. Anyway, so you get surrounded by them. A real Batman breaks out of a statue and punches you. So the Joker wakes up and breaks a wall, like an explosive gel kind of wall, and there's like this not prison cell, but I forget what it's called. It's like a thing that they hook on chains, and it's like the morgue's moving. Anyway, and it's like kind of like a part of a morgue, and or is it? I don't know. Anyway, so you walk down there, and Joker says, "It's been one hell of a ride, Bats, but I'm getting off." So the thing like the prison cell or whatever thing comes out, and then the door drops down, and it's Batman, and he says, "You're afraid of being ashes, you're afraid of being forgotten, and you will be forgotten, Joker." So then you start shooting him, except then he just evaporates into bats, and then there's another Batman. And so eventually he kicks you in the face, and he's like, "I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman." So then, then it cuts back to Arkham Asylum, and Scarecrow he's talking to the press and stuff, and he's like, Gotham City has no savior, and so Scarecrow injects him another time, and so Batman's like startled and stuff, except then as you can see throughout the game, when like you're exposed to Scarecrow's fear toxin, there's like black veins all over your face and stuff like that. So that's at the start of when he gets injected, except then you see like the black veins start to dissipate, and he looks into Scarecrow's eyes and he says deliberately, "I'm not afraid, Crane." And so Scarecrow pulls a handgun and points it at Batman's head, and he goes, "Without fear, life is meaningless." So then you see this red dot go on the gun of Scarecrow, and then you hear a shot. The gun flies out of Scarecrow's hand, and then it's Jason Todd, or the Arkham Knight. He shot the gun out of Scarecrow's hand. And if we go back to the truck scene, Alfred says, Alfred says, someone's tracking you, and then Batman goes, I knew he would. Of course, that's referring to the Arkham Knight. So, back on track to the asylum. So, Scarecrow attempts to inject Batman again, except then, before that happens, Jason Todd shoots, strap on his wrist, Batman's wrist, that was holding him down. So Batman grabs, of course, Scarecrow has this claw thing that he can inject straight into you with his fear toxin. Anyway, so Batman grabs that and then injects that into Scarecrow's neck, and so Batman gets free, and he's like, "What's wrong, Crane?" Scared. And then you see this cutscene. There's a bunch of bats flying around, like it's all. And then you see Batman, and it's kind of like Nightmare Batman, for those of you who know what that is. And yeah, that's really all the stuff that you guys missed. I hope you guys understood everything that I said, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed.